guys, welcome to the Oracle of Lilith. My name is Amy, and it's so good to have you. I hope you guys are doing well. Today I'm doing a pick a card all about the messages your spirit guides have for you. So this should be a really insightful and enlightening reading, and I'm excited to get into it. So if this is your first time to my channel, hi, hello, how are you? It's so good to have you. I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel and becoming a member of my tribe. If you're a returning subscriber, hey guys, what's up? How are you? It's always good to connect with your energy, and I truly appreciate you guys being here. Now, I'm going to be pulling cards as I go, and there will be no letters or charms. Keep in mind, this is a general reading, it's a general session, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I do offer personal and private readings and sessions. All that information and my social media is down in my description box below. Now, these are going to be your psychic linking objects. These are objects that I have been given or someone's found for me, and I tend to use a lot of natural objects in my personal work. So I thought I would start sharing with you some of my objects that I have. So the first one the first one is going to be this bone. And this bone looks like a beak to me. I don't know. Like, if there was a beak bone, it would look like this. All right, so that's the first group. The second group is this beautiful feather that was found for me a couple of years ago. This is an older bone too. I've had this for a while. Yeah, this one has been on many different altars. I've used this during my Oracle with Lilith sessions as an altar piece as well. And the third group is going to be this beautiful stone. Very grounding object. I love the bigger stones because if you're in need of grounding and you can't get outside or get in the sun or whatnot, these kind of objects are really good just to help you ground to earth energy and help you become more centered if you're feeling a little anxious or a little flighty. I say that because I'm an air sign and I can get a little flighty. I'm a Libra. So, but I find this stone to be very comforting. So those are going to be your three psychic linking objects. I will insert a little video with some backing music so you guys can kind of chill out and see which group you're drawn to. If you're drawn to more than one group, there's probably more than one message here for you. And with that said, I'll see you beautiful magical creatures on the other side. Bye guys. Okay, group one, all of you that selected this really cool bone that looks like a beak to me, this is going to be your reading all about the messages that your spirit guides have for you. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I could use some uplifting words right now. So I feel like that's what's going to come through for you guys. So let's get into it and see which deck I'm called to. I'm being called to the Metaphysical Cannabis deck, one of my favorite decks. I love, love, love this deck. It has really positive, high vibe messages in it. And yeah, I appreciate whoever created this. I'm not sure who did, but man, it's a great deck. So highly recommend, 10 out of 10. All right, so I'm calling in your guides to come forward and bring through the highest vibe, most powerful message for group one. Okay, we have one card. I'm going to get three. I'm going to do three. Start that way. Okay. We have Revolution, Sorcery. Wow, you guys. Is this what's going on in your life? Are you in a revolution? Are you on the brink of revolution? Revolutionary thought. I'm hearing revolutionary presence. Lots of powerful healing is coming forward for this group. What are you guys doing? Like, there is magic afoot. Are you a magic worker? Are you a master manifester? Do you have a vision board? Have you been saying affirmations or using magical numbers or something like that to manifest? All the work you've been doing, and I feel like group one, you haven't seen much progress in your life, generally speaking. You may have had little bursts of it, but you've never really had like a full steam ahead like moment of just like woo victory, you know. And I want to let you know that that's part of what happens with a revolution. And many times this kind of revolution takes time. It takes focus of will. It takes clearing out all the cobwebs. It takes, losing people, removing people. It takes sometimes finding a different job or a different pathway. Sometimes it requires us to, get rid of the people in our life that don't work or jobs or whatever. And I'm just feeling like for you, there's been a lot of like that kind of thing, like the dirty work, the heavy lifting. I feel like you guys have been lifting very heavily for a while, and every now and then Spirit throws you a little what you may feel, and hey, no shade, no judgment, little crumbs from Spirit. We all live on those sometimes. But I feel like for you, I don't think you realize that you're putting so much energy into this that at some point it's going to break through. There's going to be a major breakthrough for you in this revolution. Okay, I feel that you're very tired. I get it. This is tough work, you guys. This is not easy. Okay, we have Divine Feminine, the Void. Yeah, I feel an energy here that has given. Look at all this energy coming off this Divine Feminine. Given and given and given. A vessel of creation, just giving. I think you've given a lot of energy to other people, and you may be feeling a little empty, a little drained, or a lot drained. Some of you guys are approaching burnout. Okay, let's you and I talk about burnout. You guys need to take a break. Okay, you need to take a break. And I haven't pulled group three, but group three has a grounding stone. And you guys might be pulled to that group as well. But I'm really feeling like there is something. Look at this. Look at the pineal gland. Okay, that's what I'm feeling here. Your pineal gland is being activated. And what's happening is this activation of your third eye is going to make this whole revolutionary energy just explode. Okay, explode. So what I'm getting here is you guys are approaching burnout, and your spirit guides want you to know that it's time for you to rest. I know, I hate that. I absolutely hate that when I'm told to rest, because I feel like I'm told to rest more than I'm told to do the work, right? But when you have been giving of yourself so much and you haven't taken time to really give back to yourself, you're unable to receive your revolution from the universe, the big changes, the big happy changes in life, because you're still in the trenches and you're giving to everyone else but yourself. And truly, in order to really make things pop, we have to honor our own voice and our own needs. I am not saying that you're not part of a community. You are, obviously. You know, you're giving to your community. You may not be feeling like your community is giving back to you. So you need to give back to yourself. It will help you get ready to receive this revolutionary energy manifesting in your life. Okay, third card here. We have key. Looky there. Some of you guys may be aligned with Hecate. Keys always make me think of Hecate. That's one of her sacred symbols. I feel like you're going to be given the key. There is some kind of message, a symbol, a gift. There's some kind of awareness that's coming. It's going to be different for different people, so take what resonates. But I'm literally seeing a guide with a white robe, a very long, it reminds me of like a wizard, a white beard, white hair, partially bald, a dark skinned, handing you a key. Okay, I think your guides are going to give you a key to a new doorway, the doorway of this massive change that's coming in for you. Okay, I feel like you know where the door is, you know there's a pathway there, but you just haven't made a connection. And part of that connection is you being more aware of the things you need. They want you to be able to sustain your energetic flow while this stuff is manifesting for you. Okay, I'm hearing chaos. There's maybe a lot of chaos in your life that's very draining. The more chaotic energy you have, the more you need to ground and take time for yourself. Some of you guys need to drink like some green tea. Look into green tea. Look into the different teas, especially the Asian peoples. Okay, they have a very special understanding of tea, just in general across their cultures, just in different cultures, different ways. But generally speaking, there is. I'm getting like a Japanese tea ceremony. There may be some past life vibes coming forward as well. So. But some of you guys, what I'm getting with that, like tea ceremony, is you need to take time to have space for your sacred self. You need to do some sacred self-care. We often talk about self-care, doing nice things for ourselves, but often I haven't heard people talk about sacred self-care, where you make a sacred space for yourself. You block out time to align with your sacred self, and it could be in many different ways. Create an altar. Altars can be great. They don't have to be dedicated to a god. They don't have to be dedicated to anything in particular. It can be a place that you create, even temporarily, for you to honor a sacred space within yourself. Honor that. The more you connect with that sacredness within you, the more comfortable you will get, the less drained you will feel. For some of you guys, you need to do some deep breathing. You need to do some different kinds of breathing and meditative practices, okay? Let's get some more energy for you guys. So I'm going to pull from the Impasse Oracle deck. All right. One of my subscribers got this deck for me for the channel, and I just really love it. I love it so much. Okay, I'm going to get 3 of these cards. Tell me about group 1 guides. One of you guys have an older guide. They look like an old man with dark skin, blue eyes. Like I described them before. This is actually a guide, and the gown is like white, and it goes to the floor. They're wearing sandals. This feels like ancient times. Okay. We have bonding with the rhythm of life. This is so important. I often call it getting in flow with the rhythm or the life force, with your life force, with how your life is manifesting through universal consciousness. So what that means is, and how you can really tap into it, is when your body's tired, what do? Instead of pushing yourself, you say no, you rest. When your body is hungry, you feed it. Okay? When you need peace, you give it to yourself. You honor the needs of your vessel first. That's usually first how you tap in. And then you can start going deeper to the needs of your mind and your soul. And many times, as we calm our vessel, we're calming our mental space. There's a need here to self soothe, okay? And understand that every life has its own rhythm. And once you find it and you get into flow, there's a lot of good things you can receive, okay? It is honoring your experience and not having the same expectations for self that other people have for you or other people have for themselves. It's holding your unique expectations and honoring them, giving them space, okay? And it's hard, especially if you're someone who's been giving, very giving to the point where people around you expect you to give, okay? I feel like you guys, you have got to learn to give to yourself. And you may be doing this, but it's not quite enough. It's not quite enough for you guys. You need to be giving more to yourself. You deserve more, okay? But some of you guys, I just feel like you are tired. I think you've been doing the work, but you haven't been doing the rest. And I mean resting. Get outside. I'm seeing like a green pasture and trees and water. You guys need to get out in nature, connect with nature in some way. I know the seasons are changing, and you know it's at least, well, in every part of the world, aren't the seasons changing? In the Western Hemisphere, we are moving into fall. We're in fall. And this is a wonderful time to think about how far you've come. We're moving into Samhain, if you're into that kind of spirituality. And really, that's like the end of the year, beginning of the new year kind of thing. It's a good time to take stock of where you were this time last year and where you are now. I guarantee you, you are further on your journey than what you think. And I'm going to encourage you to not really think about your journey on a consistent basis anymore till the end of the year. Be in the moment. Honor your vessel. Do what feels good. Do what feels intuitively right for you. That is really how you follow your journey, okay? When we're working at goals, and I'm not saying goal setting is important in life, you know, if you want to accomplish things, but there is a value in just being in flow. Because when you're in flow, the universe can bring you wonderful things. They can give you the key. Your guide wants to give you a key. Some of you guys just need to get a key. You need to get a key to wear around your neck, or if you make an altar space, put it on your altar or beside your bed, okay? All right. We have choosing experiences wisely. Okay, so it's time for you to choose where you put your energy. When someone asks you to do something, especially with the holidays coming up and all this family stuff and expectations, when someone asks you to do something and you do not want to do it, what are you going to say? I'll wait. You don't want to do it. Don't do it. It's okay for you to say no, even at the holidays. There is unrealistic expectations of people around holidays that is completely and utterly made up by social conditioning. And sometimes family relations don't look like what they do in the movies, right? We're not all Brady Bunch. And for some of us, having peace at the holidays is really important. It will be a healing thing you do for yourself. I'm not saying to distance yourself from your family. I'm not saying to not interact with your friends and things like that. But when you want to say no, say no. Do not, over engage yourself. Do not overcommit. Do not overstimulate yourself for the benefit of others. You have to take better care of you. I'm getting that really strongly for you guys, because this will help you speak your truth. This looks like a beak, remember? I feel like you guys, your throat chakra is being healed in many ways, but there is almost like a pause on that because you guys are overgiving again. You may be in another pattern of overgiving, and it may not be as bad as it once was, but it's still there. And you may be overgiving to your work, like trying to manifest something. You're still trying to manifest. You're not trying, you are. It is happening. And now it's time to rest. It's time to calm your mind. Everything is going to happen in divine timing, and nothing you do can change that. And what's meant for you will find you at just the right time. Okay, let's get one more card for you guys. I'm feeling this one. Okay, we have sitting with sorrow. Okay, you guys, I feel this, all right? Some of you guys have been working to avoid this sorrow, this sadness, this unhappiness, this depression. It's like working is a way of coping. Okay, working yourself to death is not coping. It's overgiving to the work. It's overgiving to anything but yourself. Okay, there may be some perfectionist traits here. We provide ourselves lots of big fat distractions to keep us from feeling emotions. And I'm going to encourage you to hold sacred space for yourself, for sacred self-care. Sit with your sorrow and sadness. It is okay to cry. It's okay to be angry. It's not okay to hold those things within you to the point where you work yourself to death to avoid ever unlocking the safe, ever unlocking that vault. Because I guarantee you, there is a gift there in the sadness. And I know that sounds crazy, but I've been there and I understand. There's a gift in the sadness and the sorrow. Honor all your emotions. You know, you don't have to constantly be working at manifesting something. Sometimes we need to rest. You can't constantly work magic and manifestation all the time without getting tired, because we're all trying to work and live and do all kinds of things. Take care of kids, take care of our parents, whatever it is, right? And I feel like you're being called to not do the manifestation work necessarily. Keep working at your goal. That's what I'm saying. But like the other manifestation work, like your affirmations and things like that, it may be time for you to receive. So that means you aren't active in that way. You're more in a meditative, receptive place, getting in flow, honoring your emotions, honoring your state. If you're hungry, eat. If you need to cry, find a place to cry. Honor the truth of the miracle and wonder of you, because I feel like it's being neglected. All right? Okay, group one, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did or it didn't, please leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I would love to hear from you guys. I hope you have a most beautiful day, and I'll see you beautiful magical creatures next time. Bye, guys. Hey, group two, all of you that selected this really cool feather, this is going to be your reading all about the messages your spirit guides have for you. Okay, I'm feeling a real dreamy energy here. I'm feeling like you guys are my dreamers. You are probably very psychic, very gifted, probably have multiple talents. Probably you are unaware of many of them. I'm feeling there's a journey to self-discovery here. So let's pull some cards for you guys. Let's see, which ones am I drawn to? I'm hearing the angel answer. So let's pull a few cards from here. Okay. Tell me about group two, spirit guides. I feel your guides gathering. I'm seeing like guides from India. I'm seeing god forms and goddesses. I'm feeling Shakti energy. I'm feeling Ganesh or Ganesha. Let's see, I flipped a card. Where is that card that I flipped over? I see you. Didn't I flip a card? Did you guys see me flip a card? I swear I flipped a card. This drives me nuts when I do this. Okay. Oh, there it is. Forgiveness. All right. Forgiveness. Beautiful energy. Okay. Beautiful energy. I'm going to keep going and get more cards for you. Okay. Give me two more cards. Give me two more cards. We have within the next few months. Okay. One more. There's something better. Okay. All right. So I feel like your guides are wanting to talk about some stuff that's coming in for you in the next few months. We have forgiveness here. Big, big energy with forgiveness. Let's go more into that. Tell me about this forgiveness. Tell me about this forgiveness. I'm feeling like Celtic guides coming in, Egyptian. These are God forms. These are goddess forms. We have transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. Okay, you guys are going through a deep healing process that has to do with forgiveness. For some of you guys, you need to forgive yourself. I feel like you guys, there may have been some like bad decisions here. Hey, we all make them. I make bad choices all the time, uh, not as much anymore. But when I was younger, I made a lot of really bad choices. And, at the time, many times when we're making choices, we have to understand that we're doing the best we can at that time. Okay? You did the very best you could. The decisions you made were based upon where you were at and the environment and the issues you were dealing with. Okay? And when you know better, you do better. Okay? There may be some perfectionist energy here where you hold yourself to such a high standard that you can never seem to rise to it, because it's almost like you're torturing yourself with your imperfections, and all you see is imperfection, and you're not seeing the beauty of really who you are. You're not holding space for that. There's a need here to stop picking yourself apart. You need to forgive yourself for not being perfect. Okay? This expectation of perfection is illusionary at best. None of us are perfect, because really, that is a state of being human. Being human is a state of imperfection. And as our higher selves, we come into this reality to learn through our perceived imperfections, to honor our uniqueness that is often imperfections in other people's eyes. This is a state of really empowering yourself, okay? I also feel like there may be people around you that may feel like you need to forgive them or whatnot. And I'm going to tell you something about forgiveness. There's this whole thing in our society, just in general, about turning the other cheek. And if you can't forgive another, you can't forgive yourself. True forgiveness is something that has to come authentically. And there are some things that have happened that don't really deserve your forgiveness, and they won't be resolved even in this lifetime. They can't really be let go of until you pass on, because it's created such a state with your vessel. You have to live in the quote unquote crime scene of your life. So it's very hard to forgive people when you live in that. That doesn't mean you live in a state of hatred towards that person. It's almost you live in a state of neutrality, where the event, the person, whatever happened, doesn't really affect you anymore. It does sometimes, but not like it did. It doesn't rule your life. It's a part of your experience here. But don't ever let like a therapist or anyone around you push you into forgiveness. Okay? That's not healthy. That's toxic. Anytime someone forces you to feel something or do something that really goes against you, that's not okay. You have to be true to your emotions. And sometimes that means not feeling really great. Sometimes that means not being understanding. Sometimes that means being the bitch, being the one that's difficult. And that's okay. That's all right. We have to normalize that kind of stuff. The spiritual journey, life in general is not all rainbows and butterflies and, glitter shooting out the ass of a unicorn. Okay? Life is tough. This is a game, if you will, for major players. We come here for deep levels of learning and growth on a massive soul level. And I feel like overall, humanity wants to feel good all the time. And we have normalized feeling good all the time. And if you don't feel good, then you're not doing the work. Or if you don't feel good, then you're not really spiritual. If you cuss, you're not spiritual. If you do this, you're not spiritual. If you do that, you're not a good person. Blah, blah, blah. And the truth is that we're all very complex. And this is a lie that's being told to us, that happiness is is what's normal. Happiness is part of the journey of being human, but it is not the end all be all. It's a state of being, not a destination. And you can learn to be content even in states of not being forgiving, not giving people what they want, not living up to expectations. You can learn that contentment is a state within. I'm not saying happiness. Happiness and contentment are different. Contentment is a sense of, I'm satisfied as much as I can be in the moment. I'm breathing in and out. Life is pleasant. Am I blissfully happy? No. But am I raging at myself anymore? No. And there's a state of peace that comes with that. It's a transformation. And it looks like it's coming within the next few months, and it's going to be a better situation for you. Your situation's going to improve. Okay, give me some more information about what's going on for Group 2. What else do you want to tell Group 2? You're healing and changing at a very deep level. I'm hearing, I'm probably going to say this wrong, so forgive me. Kemetic? I know I'm butchering that, and I'm so sorry. Kemetic. I'm feeling a lot of like Egyptian vibe here. We have the cat, Basset. I'm seeing Isis. I felt a lot of Isis presence in the last like couple of weeks. I know the veil's thinning. I'm recording this during October. And I'm just feeling there's a lot of guides for Group 2 that are god forms, goddesses, or major big energies, okay? They are pulling closer to you at this time because there is a major transformation coming for you. I felt this for Group 1. A lot of people are about to go through a major transformation. 2023 is going to be a very big transforming year for a lot of people. And it will have to do with, personal revolutions, personal awarenesses, and those will be reflected in our world, as above, so below. They're being reflected right now. The dark goddess has definitely risen within the human collective, and it's causing a lot of chaotic energy to flow. Chaotic energy is the energy of change. The winds of change are blowing all over our world, throughout our solar system. It's a very special time on planet Earth. So a lot of people will be transforming, and transformation happens in stages sometimes. Sometimes it happens all at once. And I'm feeling with these two cards here, these three, you can see there's like a halo. There's like a halo in each of these cards. And I feel like there's just an ascension of your consciousness, which will ascend your life. Awarenesses that are going to come forward for you that are going to be life-changing, okay? You may be changing your trajectory on your path. Okay, let's get a couple more cards for Group 2. We have Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? Bingo. Bingo. How can you take better care of yourself? The first group, I asked them, about their vessel. What does their vessel need? I'm going to ask you, what does your soul need? What do you need to be content, be at calm, be at peace? How can you give that to yourself without relying on others or the environment to give it to you? How can you create a space for yourself where you give yourself the things your soul longs for? For some of you guys, you need to love on yourself. You need to give yourself the love that you haven't received. You may have issues with a feminine, divine feminine energy, or a mother energy, a grandmother, an auntie, a sister. It feels feminine. It's not gender. It could be a sibling. It could be a father. But it feels like someone important, and it may just be that they aren't able. It feels like an emotionally distant maternal energy, okay? And I feel like this energy isn't really crazy about this transformation. Maybe they don't feel like they know you, but on the flip side of that, you have a powerful divine feminine guide that is coming to you. For some of you guys, this is going to be someone new. This is going to be a new guide, okay, that's coming in. You may resonate with like Mary Magdalene or Mary, the mother of Jesus, or Sophia, which is a Gnostic goddess of wisdom. You may resonate with like universal consciousness. Or there's just a lot of I'm getting like Kuan Yin energy, very healing, very compassionate, very loving. Aphrodite as well. Many people only think of Aphrodite as like romantic love. Aphrodite is the frequency of love for the Greeks. Okay. Venus for the Romans. Isis is life, is love. And I just feel like for you guys, you may need to get you some like more crystal quartz, not clear, rose quartz, okay? Get you a good chunk of it, okay? And start using it. If that's the only thing you can have, make a sacred space around that clear crystal quartz, okay? Light a candle, light some incense, rose incense, rose oil. I'm getting like rose, what am I talking? Rose spray. There's rose spray you can get like for your face. I forget who makes it. And I know that this is maybe unusual for you guys, but you can take that spray and put it by your candle, your rose quartz, and kind of charge that rose spray with an energy of self-love. So when you spray it on your face, you're kind of giving yourself a shot of self-love. It really does work. It really, really does. I feel like for you guys, loving yourself, and if you're having a hard time loving yourself, I feel like I'm getting tongue-tied. You guys may have a lot of things you need to say, but are unable to really vocalize them. A lot of this issue you have with self-love, it comes from not having a good foundation with a maternal feminine energy. That's not gender, okay? And what this guide is coming in to do is to help you heal from that. Help you learn to mother yourself. Many of us have to learn how to parent ourselves. And it's an interesting thing when you start to do this, when you start giving to yourself like you would one of your children, like somebody you love. When you start holding yourself in that kind of viewpoint, magical things happen. And I feel like that's what's going on here. Okay? All right. Let's get one more card for you guys. What else do you have for group 2? We have share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution, and expression. Okay, that's what I was feeling. You guys with this feather, you guys have things that need to be said. And some of these things need to be said to a maternal figure in your life. Okay, you need to have a conversation. If you feel like you can't have the conversation now or never, you need to start a journal of your thoughts because some of you guys have a lot of issues with this feminine energy, okay? And it's time for you to give your soul a voice about what you experienced. I don't care what it is, all right? It doesn't matter. Trauma is different for different people. And for some of you, this is somebody who was just not affectionate. They didn't, most parents encourage their children to do their talents. But I almost feel like this feminine energy, for whatever reason, they weren't able to do that. They weren't able to give you the encouragement you need, the love, the affection. And for some of you, I don't necessarily feel like this was done on purpose. This is more of their own patterning. That's the way they were raised. For others, this person just isn't a good communicator. They may have had an issue bonding with you as well. I'm not saying it's okay, and I'm not saying you need to forgive them. What I'm saying is that I feel like for a lot of you, your soul needs a voice. Holding some sacred space for yourself, doing some self-love with some rosy quartz, crystals, some rose spray, some incense, playing some frequency music, giving yourself 15 minutes alone by yourself, being in your sacred space can really help you get to a place where you can express the pain, the sorrow, Also, the joy. You can start a journal that's not just about, the issues, but also the flip side of that, the gratitude. All right. You guys need to go easy on yourself. Okay. There's a major transformation brewing for you guys, and your spirit guides want you to know there's a new guide coming for you. It's a divine feminine energy. It might, for a lot of you, it's already in your energy. You may not be aware of it yet, but you will. What I'm seeing here, springtime, bluebirds. I'm seeing flowers blooming. For some of you guys, this is I'm feeling like Persephone, she is a dual goddess. Persephone is the underworld goddess, the queen of the underworld, but Core is her spring essence. It's her spring identity. And I feel like springtime is going to be really powerful for you. And for some of you, this divine feminine guide will become more apparent. I'm seeing sunflowers, roses, rose smells are all going to be like signs of their arrival. You might start smelling roses out of the blue, and that is this guide's energy. All right. Also, feathers and birds. Okay, bluebirds, robins. I'm also getting ravens and crows are going to be signs. For some of you, doves. All right. Okay, group 2, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did or it didn't, please leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I would love to hear from you guys. I hope you have a most beautiful day, and I'll see you beautiful magical creatures next time. Bye, guys. Hey, group 3, all of you that selected this grounding stone, this is going to be your reading all about the messages that your spirit guides have for you. This is a really beautiful energy. I feel and I see a lot of nature psychic impressions. I'm also seeing like pyramids and different statues. I'm seeing burial mounds and a forest. I'm seeing castles. So I feel a lot of like past life energy. A lot of you guys may be dreaming of your past lives, or your past lives may be something that comes into play really soon. Okay, I'm feeling your guides come through. I'm feeling ancestor energy here. I'm feeling a grandmother, a grandfather energy. Okay. All right. These 3. Let's start right here. Okay, we have memory. Oh my. This is a beautiful card. A lot of water. You may be a Pisces or a Scorpio or a Cancer. I'm feeling Earth here, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, but I wanted to say Leo, so you may also be a Leo. Look at her hair. This is a crown chakra energy. Grounded to water, grounded to emotion. Yeah, I feel like you're very intuitive. Okay, group 3, you're very intuitive. You guys need to give your hunches, your gut feeling more room. You need to pay attention more to those gut feelings, by the way, because spirit is trying to talk to you. All right. For some of you, these guides are, one of them is a recent passed over loved one. Okay, that's recently passed over in the last like year to 5 years. Okay, and they've been with you ever since their passing. They're like a guardian angel. They're really trying to help you get clarity in your life and get on the track you want to get on. Okay, let's keep going here. We have solitude. Ooh, I love this card. This feels like the Hermit, doesn't it? Self-reflection, devotion to self. You also may be feeling like you're in it alone. You're on this journey alone, like there's nobody on your side. I understand this. I feel very isolated and alone sometimes myself because I am. But that's by choice. And for some of you guys, you've made that choice to kind of go it on your own. You're kind of a lone wolf. That doesn't mean you're happy about it, but it's almost like you feel like you haven't really been given a lot of choices because of your family, your friends, or what have you, what's happened. And it may be that, your own toxic behavior caused you to like not be able to be in contact with your family or friends or their toxic behavior, however this resonates for you. Remember, there is no judgment on my channel. You know, I am 51 years old. I have been through a lot of things. I've been the heroine and the villain. I've been all of it. We all have, okay? And sometimes these moments of being a hermit, they really are so powerful. We really do get to know ourselves. And I feel like you're being invited to kind of fall in love with yourself, to remember the truth of you. What is the truth of you? Who are you really? Is that a question you're asking yourself? Who am I? Who do I want to be? Who am I in this moment? Those are great questions to ask yourself. Those are great questions to ponder. But I feel like it's important for you to know that this is not time for you to nitpick yourself and beat yourself up. We all, you know, you can't live in the past. And whatever decisions you made in the past that didn't turn out so well or weren't the best decisions, you did the best you could at the time. Group one had this, okay? You made the best decisions you could at the time. It doesn't mean they weren't fucked up. It doesn't mean they weren't toxic. It just means that as a human being in the world under those conditions, those are the choices you made. And I don't feel they were malicious. I think that they were filtered through trauma and grief and all kinds of issues. We all do that, okay? So I feel like you need to hold space and bring yourself some peace and understand that you've done the best you could. And did you meet everyone's expectations of you? No, we never do. But I feel like for you, you're forming expectations and boundaries for yourself that are in your best interest. It's like I see somebody reaching through the dark to the light. Like you are really putting everything you have into moving forward. And I feel like it's hard because you see this hooded figure here is dark. They're in darkness. They're in shadow. There's light here and they're moving through their darkness, through their shadow with this light. Okay, lean into your light. Even in the blackest pit, at the very top, you will see just a little bit of light. That's where you go. That's where you go. So for you guys, positive memories can absolutely be your light. Lean in to the joy that you have experienced. Lean into the good you have experienced. I feel like some of you guys may be losing hope in the basic goodness of other people. And it's weird as you detach, you realize how we have these inborn expectations of people being good instead of just allowing people to be people. Just be who they are. Be who you are. This need to label every behavior and everything and to understand it in every detail is blocking. It tends to get us into an area of perfectionism. Group one may have some messages for you because that was a message with them as well. Let's see, we have gratitude. Okay, so what's the light? What is the light for you? I think one of the basic gratitudes that I had to come to, and I'll use myself as an example because I've been through a lot, and I was laying in bed. I'd been in bed for 6 years because basically 6 years. It's really hard to talk about still because it was very, very painful. I had to, at that point, in pain, doctors giving up on me, not sure how I was going to make it another day. I had to learn what was good around me and to be grateful for it. And one of the basic things I began to be grateful for was the air in my lungs. It can be that simple. You can start a process of moving through the darkness into the light just by focusing on the very basic functions of your life that are good. And it was like one day I decided, instead of questioning, is breathing in and out every day good? Like, is being here good? Is this worth it? This is when you're in the dark. You understand. Is this worth it? Like, I don't see the point. I don't see the value. And it's almost like as you ask these really deep questions, there is a spark within you that realizes and becomes aware you're still here. You have survived. You have lived through experiences that other people would not. The air in your lungs is a gift for another day, another moment of experience here. And it can be very powerful when we're aware that, you know, being present in the moment is a gift. The air in our lungs is a gift. Feeling the sun on your face is a gift. And leaning into the simple pleasures of life, like nature, is a very simple pleasure. Being able to feel the wind on your face is a gift. The sun on your skin, snow, the wonder of snow. How magical is snow when it falls? I turn into the biggest kid when there's snow falling. I'm just like, this is so magical. I just feel like a magical snow fairy, and I feel like for you guys, wow, what I'm getting with this is that lean into those magical moments. Like I said with the snow, I want to be a magical snow fairy. I want to be a magical butterfly. I want to, there's just this essence here with you guys that I'm feeling like you need to set free a sense of wonder within you. Return to the wonder you had as a child. This is going to sound very strange to some of you, okay? But just go with it. If there was something you liked to do as a kid, let's just use like you like slime or you liked Rubik's Cubes or whatever it was. Do that. Buy the Judy Blume books. Buy yourself a Rubik's Cube. Get some slime. Make some slime. Do some things that help you reconnect with your childhood wonder. That's what I did. For me, I had to go all the way back to childhood to find something that was good, something that I enjoyed, and I say this all the time, and I know you guys are sick of it, but it's Scooby-Doo, okay? As a kid that was experiencing trauma and different things, Scooby-Doo was like the one thing I could watch, and I felt like a kid, and it was great. So that's the kind of thing. That's the kind of light. You want to lean into the moments where you could immerse yourself in being that child. Go on some nature walks. Carve a pumpkin. Play with your dog, blow some bubbles, make yourself a bubble bath and get you a rubber ducky, whatever you need to do, because I feel like you guys need some fun. This card is very serious. It's very intense, and I feel like your energy needs to be lightened up. It's not all darkness. You cannot have, life is balance of light and dark. If you stay in darkness too long and you don't move to the light, sometimes you can get really depressed. You can get so intense you can't relate to people anymore. It's almost like what I'm getting is monks in the old days, they used to wear like really dark black robes, and that was to signify not only protection but otherworldly, like they were not of this world, they were removed from this world. I'm feeling this is your energy. Monk, come to the light. Okay, you need to jump rope, monk. Okay, you need to laugh. Laughter is powerful medicine. It is healing. When I was I still use laughter to heal. When I was in bed and trying to get up and trying to figure out how the hell I was going to do this, because you talk about a huge obstacle, I was bedbound. And I don't know if you guys know this, but for every year that you're bedbound, the percentage of likelihood of you getting up decreases. It like doubles every year. So after 6 years, it was not likely that I would get out of bed. So with that darkness and heaviness and intensity looming over me, Spirit, namely Lilith, was like, girl, you need to lighten up. You need to lighten your load. You need to know that life just isn't all about this fucking intensity all the time. Go play, enjoy. That's one thing that Lilith taught me, was enjoying life is necessary. It's necessary for balance. You guys need to have some fun. I don't know how many more ways I can tell you that, but y'all need to have some fun. All right, give yourself some fun. Oh, wow. 3 cards popped out. Boom, boom. Okay, we're going to take them. Alchemizing confusion into clarity. This is great. This is a great card because I feel like fun helps do this. Fun alchemizes the intensity into clarity, into focus, into being able to focus your will. When you stop taking your life so seriously all the time, when you stop taking yourself so seriously. Like, I'm feeling like this monk needs to put on a clown costume and go blow up some balloons and do some balloon animals. Okay, lighten it up, all right? Because I'm telling you, life is not that serious. It feels very serious, right? Things that happen are bad, they feel bad, they're hurtful, they're traumatic. But at the very heart, what they don't want you to know is life is not that serious. And when you can embrace life that way and understand, we'll have down times, things won't work, we'll be frustrated, we'll be unhappy. But man, the good times are so sweet. When we get into balance, we can also receive from the universe. And what I feel like you're moving to is a place where this intense energy is going to start to receive from the universe some happy things. And pretty soon, before you know it, you're going to have someone who's like in this energy all the time of just being grateful for experiences, being grateful for the good people. I feel like you have a soul tribe energy coming towards you, like people who are really going to help you lift your spirits. I know that when I was starting my journey, Lilith sent someone in who makes me laugh all the time. Because laughter is how I heal. I think the key for you guys is finding out what healing modality works for you. Laughter can help with that. Laughter may not be what heals you up and makes you whatever. It may be something else. You just have to be open. And being in this energy of like enjoying life helps you get to know yourself better, this hermit. You can't just know the depths of you. You have to know the lighthearted aspects of you. You may not even know anymore what you want to do, what you want to be, who you want to be with, and that's something that laughter, enjoyment, happiness, contentment can bring you, is clarity about what you want, where you want to put your energy. Examining self-identity. Well, this is basically the hermit card. That's what a hermit does. Also, getting into your power. Through all this stuff, you find out your strengths. You find out your purpose. You find new determination. You find new focus. Okay, and we have questioning the darkest thoughts. Yes, wow. It's like you had a hermit reading. That's what a hermit does. They question, they reflect. They are unapologetic in self-examination. That is part of working your shadow. Being unapologetic about looking at yourself in the mirror. This work is so intense, though, that really you have to make time. You guys need to make time for moments of brevity, of laughter, of making cookies, of being silly, of joking. Don't take yourself so seriously. Okay, I know this is hard. Believe me, I absolutely understand how difficult this is. I don't say this stuff lightly. Okay, I know that walking into brevity and lightheartedness can be a major shift of energy. And I'm telling you, it will shift your energy. That's what your guides want you to do. They want you to take all the wisdom you've learned from this hermiting experience and move forward with gratitude, because there are powerful changes coming. And that change is going to be fueled by the clarity that these moments of lightheartedness bring to you. All right? Okay, group 3, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did or it didn't, please leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I would love to hear from you guys. I hope you have a most beautiful day, and I'll see you beautiful magical creatures next time. Bye, guys.